I want to thank you once again, each and every one of you, for dialing into the Team Effort Lifestyle Call. The call just would not be the same without you. So it's always good to hear your names called out so we can kind of know your names. So when we come together at 10 University in San Francisco, we can then match the name with the face. So it's a great thing. It's almost like even though some of us have not met each other face-to-face, it's like we know each other, connecting through the calls, through the presentations, and doing three-way calls, and just reaching out to make a difference in what we can here at Team Effort Network. Well, it's a beautiful morning. It's a beautiful morning, and we have heard some great things over the weekend as a result of folks taking out 10 vitamin sprays. They're learning so much about vitamin D and the importance of vitamin D, and our vitamin D spray is just doing wonders in the health of people. We have the B Boost, which is vitamin B12 that has given us the energy and the clarity and other things and other areas that is helping in our health and energy. We have the Slim by 10. My understanding is within the first week, folks are losing between 5, 7, and 10 pounds in the first week of taking the Slim by 10, and that's without changing their diet. Then, of course, we have the Super 10 that helps detoxify that body, cleanse it and frees it of all free radicals, and makes you feel calm and happy. And as we say, we can't claim that we can heal any kind of condition or sickness that you may have, but what we can do is share the wonderful testimonies and the results that people are having around the globe as a result of taking out vitamin sprays. Well, you've heard some folks shout out at the beginning of the call that our next big event is on May the 17th, excuse me, in San Francisco. So I do hope that you all have gotten your tickets and you're ready to take flight and be in the place at Treasure Island in San Francisco on May the 17th, because a lot of great things are going to be happening there. We have been asking a lot about the cell energy. I just have a funny feeling that we just might get our hands on that cell energy on that day. So you've been waiting and you've been waiting, so we just may have, I think we're all going to be Spider-Man on that day. So you're going to want to be there to be a part of that. And as you have heard, we have a new company website that is in the making, so we're looking forward to that. Maybe we're going to get the first review of that on May the 17th. A lot of things are going to be introduced on May the 17th about your business. That's another reason why it's important that you be there. We do know we have a company brochure that has been put together, and we just some may receive that brochure in their packages starting at the end of this month. Or then again, maybe we may get all of that on May the 17th. I understand that this brochure is really powerful and has a lot of wonderful detailed information in regards to what we're doing in 10 and the vitamin sprays. So we're looking forward to that coming out. And also, we have a television show that's going to be put together called Team Effort Television Show, Team Effort TV. So look out for camera crews, and they may be coming to your area to report about you and to write about your life story and how the vitamin sprays are making a difference in your life and the life of your families and your friends. And we're going to be able to step back and watch a beautiful show, episode on our lives and how the sprays are enhancing us and what's happening and what's going around the world as a result of taking these vitamin sprays. And also, you could qualify for a cruise that's going to take place on May the 18th as part of the 10 University. And to qualify for that cruise, all you need to do from April the 1st to April the 26th, I think it's April 26th, is just sign up 2 new business partners on the Diamond Package, and you get to win a trip on that lifestyle cruise that's going to take place on Sunday, May the 18th, along with Mel and Amy Gill, CEO and co-founders of 10, and all the other great leaders in 10 will be on that cruise, and that's going to be a wonderful event to attend. So get excited because great things are happening, and you are all a part of it. Well, I'm going to stop here. My business partner, Pastor Dale, is on a mission, but may join us at the end of the call. So I'm going to go ahead and bring out our coach. We always bring on this wonderful, powerful lady on the call every Monday morning. She gets us pumped, excited. She gives us the tips, the training, the information, great things to focus on so you can take your business to the next level. So let's welcome to the call our coach, Nikisha. Are you there, lady?
Yes, ma'am. Pastor Denise, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. How are you this morning?
Oh, Pastor Denise, I am just blessed. I'm telling you right now, this retail business is out of control. I cannot keep these sprays in stock anymore. Let me tell you something. I'm going to be real honest with you, family. I haven't been able to take my sprays in the last week because I can't even keep a personal stash together long enough to take my sprays. So this is not good. So I'm definitely having to get those share packs, but it is crazy right now. You know, make sure that you take some of those tips we posted on Facebook and help grow your online business. I'm telling you, people are looking for these sprays. And you know what? They're finding me, but they can find you too. So I'm just telling you, the retail is just crazy right now.
You know, the retail is crazy, Nikisha, and we're finding that with our team here in NCA. Everyone just seems to be out of the sprays, and because they're gone. Just with the auto ship, by the time they come, that box is already gone. So you have to go and order your 10 share. And you know, Nikisha, talk about the share packs. We have a lot of new reps, business partners on with us, and we were talking about the 10 share package this Saturday at our training. And there were some reps that did not know about the 10 share package. So talk a little bit about what that is.
Absolutely. So, and this is a really great thing, and I think, you know what, Denise, we actually leave this out a lot of times in our presentations, at least I know I do, and we definitely have to bring it back because these share packs are powerful. Basically, a share pack is a package of 5 sprays, which costs, I believe, about $75. But the great thing about that is that when you're buying these extra sprays, you actually get an additional point in your back office. So, for example, let's say that you're on a 10-pack reorder. That means that you get 2 points in your back office. But now, let's say that you order a share pack. That's an additional point. So you now turn that one business partner into a 3 points in your back office. So imagine this. If you have someone in your team, like myself, who's selling just a lot of sprays, maybe their business isn't growing very much, but they're selling a lot of sprays, you can still have a high residual income. You can still meet your car qualifying bonus, all with just building on your back end. So it's really, really important that we don't discount the retail of this opportunity, because I know a lot of people say that in a lot of network marketing companies, and so that you can get cash in your hand right now, which is that's great. You want to get cash in your hand right now. But our retail opportunity is extraordinary because the price point is exactly what the market is willing to pay for it. So you a lot of times find in other network marketing companies where that price point at the retail is over what customers are willing to pay. So they end up joining the business, but maybe they don't grow because all they're doing is just buying products because they wanted to get them at wholesale price. What you can do now is you can really grow a retail business and increase your back office, so that's your residual check and your car bonus, all by selling just the spray. So it's got like a twofold double meaning, and it's very, very exciting. So do not discount that retail opportunity. Make sure that you go into your back office. If you don't know how to get to your back office, go to your website or any website, teameffortnetwork.biz. Click on, I think it's called Login, and then you'll be redirected to your back office. Yeah, to your back office. And if you've never logged in, your password's going to be 123456 with your user ID number. Then you want to get in there and make sure you change that.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Those points are important to understand to benefit from the compensation plan. I think that, Nikisha, that's, because the compensation plan, when it comes to your residual and when it comes to your car qualification, is based on points. I don't think that half of the family realize how many points can be generated with everything you can do in your back office, because you get points from the MVP packages also, right, Nikisha? Like if you offer the My Video Talk tools to a customer, that is also additional points that's added to your monthly residual, add to your car program. So you want to touch a little bit on that?
Isn't that crazy?
Yes, it's too crazy. It's too crazy. But I want them to really understand that, because we have to understand the power of what we have in this compensation plan. There is nothing that you really can accomplish within a short period of time. If you really are focused on making it and making it happen, if you just go to work and do it, it can happen. It can happen in a short period of time. I mean, not only go ahead and set this thing up for you to succeed. There's no way that you can't succeed. But what's important, and I think, Nikisha, we just got to keep pushing it. Everyone that comes in has got to bring their two. You got to get your two, and then your mission from that is to make sure they get their two. And just preach that throughout your whole business. And that's sit back and enjoy the fullness of the compensation plan, because that's what it's all based on. You getting your two and making sure you're teaching them to get their two, and they're getting their two. Because what happens when you teach your two to get your two? You automatically go to being an executive. You're an executive. Go ahead, Nikisha. I know this is your training. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. I'm not going to. When you're preaching, you preach, Pastor Denise. Don't let me stop you. That is so important, because that is the key that unlocks the entire compensation plan for you, is getting your two. So if you don't have your two right now, if you're struggling with anything, hopefully this training that we're about to go over is going to help you a little bit. But reach out to your upline, your sideline. Get connected on the Facebook page. I'm telling you, I've met so many friends, on the Facebook pages. We have 10 Prosperity Team. We have Tenacious Generation. Can you spell that for me again, Pastor Denise? Because I always forget that. It's T-N.
That's fine. It's just that when you spell out 10, just put it as an acronym to T, period, E, period, N, period, and it'll come right up.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So make sure you get connected on those pages. There's hundreds of people on those pages. And let me tell you, you meet some of the nicest people that I'm so excited that we're going to see on May 17th up in San Francisco. But make sure you get connected with people, because you're in the business for yourself, but you're never, ever, ever by yourself. So if you're feeling alone, if maybe your sponsor is no longer active, if you're just out there a lone ranger, get connected with someone. There's always someone out there who's willing to help you grow your business. Are you ready for training today, Miss Pastor Denise?
We are ready. I have my pen and my paper, and I'm ready to write.
Okay. So, you know what, guys? I am just so stuck on this point right now. We're going to talk about the X factor, or what is more commonly known as personal development. So, when you join a company, any kind of company, most companies offer similar products except for ours. I'm always going to be a little biased to 10. So, but for the most part, we're all offering some type of a consumable electronic product. They have, similar compensation plans, of course, except for ours. Ours is extraordinary. I'm going to say that. And, they all have Marcom. There's brochures, there's videos, there's all sorts of stuff. So the only thing that's different when you come into any business is going to be you. Right? You are the key to whether or not you will succeed in this business, or whether or not you're going to fail in this business, or maybe be not as successful as you want to be. And I know it's really hard, and a lot of people, unfortunately, they lie to themselves. You make excuses. You put limits on your success. You have a programmed mind. One of the things that I find really interesting about this business and a lot of the research that I've done is that one of the things they tell you to do is talk to lots of people, share your story, right? That's very easy, right? When I say those words, it sounds so easy. Talk to people, open your mouth, talk to people, not a big deal. But when you go sometimes to try and talk to people, nothing comes out. And I don't know why that is, but yet I do know why that is, because we were raised where you don't talk to strangers, right? That's what your parents always told you, do not talk to strangers. And you were also raised as a kid, at least I know I was in my house, is that you don't speak unless someone has spoken to you. So you don't walk up and just start talking to people. You wait until you're acknowledged and that someone has acknowledged you, and then you say what you need to say and you move on with your life. And so a lot of these programs prevent us from being successful in this business, because this business just kind of takes all of those programs, turns them on their heads, and wants you to be a completely different person. And sometimes that's really, really hard for people. But you know what? You have to work on yourself more than you work on anything else in this business, because that's the only thing that you have control of, and that's the only thing that you can change. Now, I know in the past I've always said, personal development, and then I've listed a bunch of books that I think have really helped me. By the way, Pastor Denise, I'm rereading The Dream Giver. Just absolutely love that book. Right? I love that book. If you don't have that one, get it. It's a very easy read. Just so inspirational, that's fun. But anyways, I'm always, just mentioning some of the books that I'm reading, something on my shelf. That's on my shelf right now. As a Man Thinketh is on my Kindle right now. So those are the two books that I'm reading. But, personal development goes a little bit further than just reading books. I'm going to give you about 10 different things that can help in that whole personal development package. And if you're sitting here and you're like, oh, Nikisha, you're always talking about personal development. Well, you know what? It really is the key to life. It's what separates the 97% of people who just float along in life, let things happen to them, and the extraordinary 3%, which you are one of, because it takes a 3% mentality to be on this call right now. You could be doing anything else right now. I'm not that fascinating. You could be doing anything. But you chose to be here because you chose to improve your life. You chose to grow your business. You chose to have your own personal development, whatever you're taking away from these calls. So I have about 10 things that I want to go over to help you with that journey that you're already on. So, number one, a sense of urgency. So avoid procrastination at all costs. whatever you want to do, start it today. Right now is a perfect time. For whatever reason, we are less likely to do something if we wait to take action. So, for example, have you ever said, I'm going to start my diet on Monday? And then Monday comes and all of a sudden that, that dress you tried to fit in Saturday night that really just put you in a complete downward spiral. Now on Monday you're like, oh, well, kind of, well, maybe next Monday or something because my friend wants to go out to lunch with me. Yeah. So we all, in human nature, it's just natural that if we wait to do something, that passion and that excitement kind of goes. The same thing with this business. That's why I love when Menlo says this. He's like, the first thing you need to do is help your people to make money. And how do you do that? You get your two, you help them to get their two. Help them to get their two, just like someone should help you to get your two. Because when you allow someone to join in this business and you wait, I think it's 72 hours, after about 72 hours, that excitement that they had felt at the TTP, all that information they got, their dreams flooding back and this array of color and light, that just starts to dissipate, and they go back to their job, and they start doing the grind again. And then all of a sudden, they're like, well, that's not going to happen for me. Well, this. Well, that. So that's why you want to instantly get people involved. Even if what you do when you have someone join and maybe you can't meet with them or talk to them at the first, this call goes on every single morning. So you want to make sure you bring people into this call so they can get that motivation, so they can get plugged in, so they can stay tuned. I love what Sister Hall says. She's like, you have to be on these calls. You just have to. And I'm like, whoa, snap. She just tells you have to be on these calls. That's part of the business. That's part of growing your business. And so you don't want to wait. Today is a perfect day to do whatever it is that you say you're going to do tomorrow. If you say, well, I want to talk to this many people, or I want to, I've been meaning to call so-and-so, I've been meaning to do this, I've been meaning to schedule my TTP. Do it today while you're excited, while you have that energy. Number 9 is you want to make whatever you're trying to do manageable. Break it down into small steps. So one of the things that I did, and I read this book called The Slight Edge. I love that book, too. I got to put that back on my reading list. I'm going to reread that one again. But it's about the daily disciplines that you do every day that lead you to success or lead you to failure. And so a lot of people don't realize that if you just change a few things about yourself every single day, in a year's time, you could be a 100% new person. And it's very, very small things. And so there's lots of things that I always want to do every single day, and I never seem to get through all of them. But what I do try and do is I do try and track what I do, and I break it down into small steps. Okay, so for spirituality, these are the things that I want to do. For physicality and health, these are the things I want to do. For my business, these are the things that I want to do. For my personal time, these are the things that I want to do. And I break them down into about 3 or 4 bite-sized steps, and then I mark every time that I do one. And I just check it off. And then over the week, I try to see how much of the things that I accomplished. Like last week, I did 30% of what I wanted to do. Not really good. This week, my goal was to hit 50%, and I got to 48%, which is a little disturbing. But that's okay, because next week, I'm going to do even better. But when I break it down into bite-sized chunks, it doesn't seem as overwhelming. So when you say, I want to be a 10-star in this business, that's a huge goal. So maybe you can break it down into little bite-sized steps and just do, I'm going to do this. Or maybe you want to go to the 10 university and you're saying, but I don't have the money right now. Don't worry about the money. Do what you can do. How about you go buy your ticket first? Go in your back office, you buy your ticket for 10 university. Then let's see if I can hop a ride with someone and share gas costs. Okay, check that off. And then maybe when I get up there, someone will just let me crash on their floor or crash on the couch. Or maybe I just won't even go to sleep and I'll just stay up all night and party up in San Francisco. And I don't even need a hotel. Whatever you got to do, break it down into small steps so you can reach there. Number 8. Now, of course, I'm not going to let you get off the hook without reading. Read. And the reason that we read is because we can avoid mistakes by reading what other people have done. One of the things I love about YouTube and some of the blogs that you see on the internet is people are happy to tell you about their mistakes and how they overcome them. So why would you go willingly out into the world, commit mistakes that people have already done and overcome when you can just read about them and really mitigate the risk on that? So, get a book right now. Anything you do, if you just Google personal development, I'm sure they will give you a list of different books that you can read. I've already given you a few, and I'm sure Pastor Denise and Pastor Dale will probably chime in and let you know what they're reading. Because let me tell you something. Earners are learners. Write that down. Earners are learners. You will always, always, always continue learning. That's because number 7 is be a student of change. We must embrace change. Because this world is changing so fast, so fast. I mean, I remember when I first got my first internet account, AOL, and I had it for like 2 years, and nothing really seemed to change on the internet. It was like the same thing over and over again. Now, you don't even keep your cell phone for a year, because by the time you get a cell phone, like I got the Galaxy 3, and at the time that was like the hottest phone, and now they're already on the Galaxy 5. I mean, my goodness, they are moving so fast. And we have to embrace change. We have to welcome change. It's the only constant that we have right now. And you can't just stay, you can't just stay stuck in where you're at right now. A lot of people, I hear people that are like, well, social media is so confusing and the internet is so confusing. Embrace it, guys. It's not going away. I can tell you, I was telling my son something this weekend, and he was like, Mom, only old people use Facebook. All kids use Instagram. I'm like, well, excuse me. I didn't know kids got off of Facebook, but I'm an old person now, I guess, so that's why I'm still on Facebook, so I can connect with all my old people friends. But anyways, it's moving so fast. Kids have already moved beyond Facebook. They're on to other things I've never even heard of. And so we have to embrace change, and we have to make it a part of our game. Number 6, personal responsibility. Avoid the blame game. You guys, family, I love you. I love you. Okay, family? I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I really don't. But we have to take personal responsibility for ourselves. It is essential, because a lot of people think that things happen to them, and really we just make choices. Then we have to deal with consequences, because I'm constantly telling my kids this. Me and my son, another one, he's 12 now, but he's in 8th grade, so he's going into high school. I'm really big on him taking personal responsibility. And I know you guys probably don't want to hear this, but I got a little time, so I'm going to tell you anyway. So he lost his calculator, right? And so after lots of digging, we figured out that one of his friends took his calculator and broke it. And so I'm trying to figure out, okay, why did this happen? What's going on? You need to get him to pay for your calculator. He's like, well, I took his eraser, and then he took my calculator, and then it was an accident, and he accidentally dropped it. I said, so it's your fault. He's like, it's not my fault. I just took his eraser. I said, no, but you took from him, so he took from you. It's just that the consequences that you had to deal with were a lot bigger than the consequences that he had to deal with. I said, so you have to take personal responsibility that if you had never taken his eraser, he would have never taken your calculator. And so, just those small things, even though should that guy have taken his calculator and dropped it? No. But it started from him. So I have to try and continually tell him to take personal responsibility for the things that have happened, and we have to do that in our own business. If our business isn't growing, we have to take personal responsibility for that. Have you had a TTP party? Are you out there contacting people? Are you using the product? Are you sharing your experience with people? We have to take responsibility if we're not doing these things. Are we out there actively trying to sell the sprays, or are we just keeping them and hoarding them and storing them up for, whatever's going to happen in the future? We have to take personal responsibility. So I'll let you guys go on that one. Okay. Number 5 is visualize your goals. Picture yourself where you want to be. And this one is really, really, really huge. How many times do you take time out to really think about the things that you want to do? And do you really visualize those things? Hold on. Sorry, my kids are on spring break, so they're like knocking on the door. Anyways, how many times do you take time out to think about the things that you want to do in your life, that you really visualize, that you really see it, that you feel it with every fiber of your being of the things that you want? So let me tell you something. There's always going to be things that distract you. I have to be very, very careful whatever I watch on television, or if I happen to run into the news, because the first thing they want to bombard you with on the news is somebody dying, somebody broke, somebody hurting, somebody in, great peril. I'm just like, wow, this is a lot of information to take in early in the morning or late at night. And so we really want to make sure that we spend time visualizing our goals so that we can see ourselves in that place. You want to see yourself in a Mercedes or a BMW, go down to the Mercedes or the BMW. Take a nice little selfie. If you guys don't know what that is, that's holding up the phone and taking a picture of yourself. Have someone take a picture of you sitting in the Mercedes, looking nice. Smell the leather, feel it, rub it. Put your purse down and say, this is where my purse would be, and that's where this kid would sit, and that kid would sit. Or maybe your kids aren't even going to sit in your Mercedes. I mean, I'm not judging you. Do whatever you got to do. But really feel yourself with those goals that you want to have for yourself. I would say spend at least 10, 15 minutes a day closing your eyes and really visualizing yourself and where you want to be in your life. You'll see a huge change in your mind and your whole perception, because now that dream is going to be on the forefront. So instead of joining the business, being very, very excited, and then a couple days later, like, now you're going to keep building that dream inside of you. It's going to come so big, and all it's going to pour out is the action that needs to be taken to reach your goal. Number 4 is conquer yourself. You know, a lot of the things that happen to us are self-imposed obstacles. You know, we're really the biggest obstacle that we have to overcome. We are always having things that we have to deal with and have to grow beyond and have to conquer in order to succeed in life. And you know, it's this whole thing of personal development, taking personal responsibility, taking immediate action, taking massive action. These are all things that we have to do that conquer the self. So you really have to work on yourself. It's not anybody else's business. It's always going to be your business. And of course, like I said before, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Everyone is here to help you, but nobody is here to do it for you. There's no one who's going to, you know, sign up the people for you. You know, they're not going to enroll the people for you. You might get a little spillage, and that's great, okay? Spillage is great. We all want spillage. But that shouldn't be how you base your business. Your business should be based on getting to and helping to and teaching that system to everybody else. Number 3, we're almost done, Tammy. I know I'm running out of time. Challenge yourself. Your goal should be just out of reach because you want to push yourself. You know, if you just make your goal something that you know you can accomplish, you'll plateau. You'll never grow. You'll never get any further than that. When you put that goal just beyond where you think, I mean, not way, way out there where you can't see it, but like just beyond where your fingertips can reach it, that's going to help you to just kind of move that shoulder, lift off a little bit, and grow to that next level. And imagine if you keep doing that and keep doing that, how much further you can get with your life, how much further you can get in your life and with your goals. So you want to put them just outside of reach so that it requires you to stretch and change and grow to reach those goals. Number 2, follow your passion. You know, do what makes you happy. You know, in this business, there's a lot of things that make you happy, but I would say the number 1 is helping people to change their life. And if that doesn't make you happy, I'll be really honest with you, family. Maybe this isn't the business for you, okay? Because this is really what it's about. It's really about helping people to reach their goals. That's really what this business at the very core and function is, helping them to reach their goals, helping them to change their life, helping them to succeed in this opportunity. And so you got to want that. And that's what makes it fun. When you look at that and you say, well, that's not fun to me. Well, you know, I don't know. You know, do whatever you got to do about that. But that's really what it is. And if you have a lot of passion, a lot of excitement, a lot of drive for that, this business is going to be really, really happy and that's fun. And that's exactly where you need to be. And then number 10, whatever, going backwards. The most important thing is don't let anything stop you. Never quit and never give up. You know, this is a lifelong journey, this personal development, and there's no ending. So you just might as well enjoy the ride, enjoy the life lessons that you learn along the way. And so you never want to stop and you never want to quit. You're always going to be growing in this personal development. Okay, Pastor Denise, I know I'm a little bit over, but I'm going to throw it back to you.
No, Nikisha, this is great. This is information that we all need to take in. And, you know, learning is teaching. Understand, teaching is repetitious until learning takes place. So teaching is repetitious until learning takes place. So you have to continue to hear these things. And even I've heard, you know, you hear these things before, but when you hear them again, excuse me, because we're always growing on a daily basis. You know, we're always going to different levels. So you may have heard it before, but it takes on a whole new meaning when you hear it at the level you are now. I hear things so much differently now than I did last year or when I first began to learn about network marketing. I knew network marketing was something I needed to learn and to know. And I'm learning so much each and every day. So we're going to constantly be learning. That's one thing that's never going to change. We're always going to learn. But one thing we're always going to be doing also is changing people's lives. And that's how we're here in 10, because all of us have a passion. All of us have a desire to make a difference in the world, to change people's lives. And all of us want to be financially free. We want that because there's greater things that we have to do. We need the finances to do it. And 10 offers that. 10 offers you the opportunity to be able to be a change agent. It also offers you the opportunity to be financially free so that you can do the greater things that you've been called to in life. Well, Nikisha, it's been great, and I'm going to see if my business partner made it to the call. Pastor Dell, are you there, sir? And if not, we're going to go to Anita in the UK to bring us our quotes for today.
Can you hear me okay, Denise?
Yes, I can. Hi, Anita. How are you?
I am great. It's actually a bank holiday here in the UK, the Easter Monday, so it's a fantastic day, and it's a fantastic day in TN. What a great training, Nikisha, as always. Absolutely fantastic. One of the famous quotes, actually, is about teaching, and I really think of Nikisha when I think of this quote. Nikos Kassentasakis, he's Greek, so I hope I pronounced that correctly, actually said, true teachers use themselves as bridges over which they invite their students to cross. Then, having facilitated their crossing, they joyfully step back, encouraging their students to create bridges of their own. And that's exactly what Nikisha does for us every single Monday. She creates that bridge so that we can cross that bridge with the information that she's giving us, and then putting it into action, we can create those bridges of our own. And that's what being a TEI representative is all about. You create that bridge initially, not on your own, using your sponsor, using your upline, using, the people that you hear on the calls who are all here to help you to get your two. Exactly what Denise was saying. That's the most fundamental thing. Come in, help, get your two with the help of the people that you've come in with and the other people that you hear on the calls, and then help your two get their two. And throughout the whole process, getting people to help you until you feel confident. And Nikisha mentioned something very, very important, visualizing and having that confidence and having that passion. So even before you're actually able, it's all about exhibiting that passion and getting the help. So, it's all about new beginnings. Easter is very much about new beginnings. And Karl Barth said, though no one can go back and make a brand new start, that same start, anyone can start from right now and make a brand new beginning. So, Easter offers us a chance to make a brand new beginning in our businesses as well, from day one. Les Brown said, accept responsibility for your life. Know that it is you who will get you where you want to go. No one else. We have the great company, great owners, great products, great pay plan, fantastic global market, but no one can get another rep there unless they want to get there. So it's all about having that will, those goals, and that passion. An unknown quote is, I don't regret the things I've done. I regret things only I didn't do when I had the chance. That's what Mel and Amy are offering us. They're offering us that chance. So, nobody should miss this. It's about going out there and sharing it. Good things come to those who wait, said another person. Greater things come to those who get off and do anything to make it happen. Farrah Gray said, build your dreams, or someone else will hire you to build others. Working for somebody else is somebody else hiring you to build their dream. We have the opportunity right now through TEN to build our dream. Joel Brown said, the only thing that stands between you and your dream is the will to try and the belief that it is actually possible. And finally, love what you have, need what you want, accept what you receive, give what you can. Always remember, what goes round comes round. If you fill others with your passion, that passion will come back to you. If you share TN products and the pay plan and My Video Talk, if you know about My Video Talk, if you don't know about My Video Talk, doesn't matter. Share, 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 like Mel and Amy said. And what goes around comes around. Back to you, Denise.
Wow. Powerful coaching. Thank you so very much. One thing about Tim, what you're going to hear over and over, is that if you want to prosper in your health, if you want to prosper in your wealth, you're in the right place. You're in the right place. You don't need to look any further. It's all happening right here. And the only thing you need to do, as Anita was saying in her quotes and as Nikisha is teaching, is that you take action. And remember, family, we are a global business. Anita is in the UK, building her business in the UK, waiting for the product to start there. So as you know, we're going to be opening up in the UK very, very soon. We're going to open up in Canada. We're going to open up in Australia and Japan. We're already in Dubai, and the Philippines are just ecstatic. They're all over the place now. You see them, our 10 products all over the Philippines now, as well as getting ready to open up in India. So take advantage of the global market as well. If you have people in those areas, reach out to them now. Get them in position. So when the products get there, it's just another way for you to win. If you're putting all your pieces of the puzzle in the right place, so when the timing comes, you are ready and you're in position. So plan, as Nikisha said, plan, set your vision, set your goals, and follow up on them. Don't quit. Winners never quit, and winners never win. We are winners here, and we're going straight to the top with 10. And we thank Melanie McGill for dreaming big at such a young age in life so that we could be where we are today. We appreciate that. Well, Nikisha, before we close out, do you have anything to say before we close the call?
Oh, no, thank you. But I love those quotes from Miss Anita Poole. I know she's excited over there and just always brings that nice inspirational touch to the end of the day so that people can go out there and make their dreams happy. So go do it, family. You deserve it. You're worth it. Don't wait tomorrow, what you should be doing today.
That's right. Thank you for that. And remember, at 9:10 this morning Pacific, 12:10 this morning Eastern, will be the Spanish conference call. So if you have those that are in the Spanish community, and they're called Memo and Percy and the Spanish team are going to have a call every day, Monday through Friday, at 9:10 a.m. Pacific, 12:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right following this call. So make sure you get your Spanish speaking friends on that call so that they, too, can learn about the power of 10. Be back on the call again tomorrow morning to hear more great things that's happening at Team with the Network, 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And know this, family, you are loved and you are greatly appreciated. God bless you all.